All right, so I'm out at the woods and a little perplexed. So we had talk with the builder. We got design plans. The builder came out on site. We went through all the specs and options, and then they came through with a quote on Friday night for us. We were waiting, I don't know, probably 2 weeks for that. Well, anyway, so works out to be 988 square feet, so basically a 1 bedroom, 1 bath, kitchen slash dining, living room is going to be vaulted ceiling with knotty pine. There's going to be a wood burning fireplace with stone up to the mantle, drywall above that. Outside chimney's going to be stone. Front of the house will have like a wood porch, you know, with deck boards or whatever, decking. What else is there? 2 doors in front and rear, exterior doors with like half glass. Really that's about it. Well, anyway, there's long and short of it. It came in at $350,000 for 988 square feet, which works out to be about $353 a square foot. And I was just floored. So when they showed us the initial plan of like basic, just drywall, no vaulted ceiling, nothing, none of that other stuff I talked about, I think their price was $250,000. So the options we picked out, which their front porch he has figured as $25,000 to put that on, and that's just on like concrete piers or whatever. I don't know, it just seems like a lot. So the basic 988 square foot home, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, that works out to be $250,000. And then with the options we just decided, which included a $10,000 standby generator, or at least that's what he had figured. Well, septic in there as well, and excavation for the basement. We came in at $350,000. So I don't think that's going to happen this year, because that's way over what my budget was set at. I was closer to the 250, and even that was like the very top that I wanted to spend. Like I didn't want to spend that much. So even if we change some of the stuff in the home, like we're not going to come up with $100,000 worth of deductions. So we're going to look around with a couple different builders, but one of my thoughts is to figure out where the garage is going to go back here. So if I can figure out or place the garage roughly where it's going to go, I can get a meter ped set out here, meter pedestal, and then I can get the electric company to come out and install electric, and I can get that cost off the books. That cost isn't figured in with any of the home build. That's completely on the homeowner. So I figured I could kind of lay that out, and it was bothering me anyway. So from the back post here, from the rear lot, I came out 25 feet because I believe that's what you have to be off the rear lot. It could only be 10, which if it's only 10, that's fine as well. What we'll do is just move that garage this way. But just to try to lay it out, so this would be the overhead garage door side, and then, so I figured 26 feet for that, and then 30 feet back for the garage. Just rough. I don't even know if that's what we're going to go with. And then the house back there, the back of the house would kind of lined up with the front of the garage, if that makes sense. House placement is still flexible. When we had the builder out here, he looked at it and he said we probably could move it closer to the seepage bed. He didn't know the exact measurement of what that needed to be, but he thought we could move the house back, which would get it more on the top of this hill, which would be good as well. So my plan is probably going to talk with an electrician. I had got a rough quote from an electrician to set up like they called it a camper pedestal for camping. But if we could get that set in this general area here, which would be like the corner or front of this building, everything for the mechanicals of the home are coming in back over here, so they have on the drawings, and I'll bring those drawings up here at some point and maybe just talk through, just to give you a rough idea what I'm talking about. But they had the gas coming in here, the septic, the well, the power, everything coming in this corner, so the rest of your basement is basically free space. And then they also had it laid out just to show like a bedroom, like a bedroom downstairs with a second bath in the basement as well, and then the rest of the area is basically just opener for storage. So the quote for some of the stuff, like I said, the front porch, he had that quoted, the add on to that home is 25,000 or 24,000 something. I think the well quote was 13,000. Septic was 9. I think excavation was like 5,500. And I don't know, like basement and stuff, that was all included with the price of the home. He did look at the site and he kind of agreed that the excavation probably was pretty good. There wasn't going to be minimal to what we needed. He also said this is the nicest site he's been at in about 20 years. Usually he's like, it's nowhere near this like site ready. Usually there's a lot of work yet. So he's like, thanked us for having that done, but that really doesn't do much for the fact that it's going to be just astronomically expensive. So, and I don't want to cut corners on it, because if you're going to pay that kind of money, like, it better be exactly what you want, and it better be done to a very high quality. So again, this is what I got laid out, what I thought laid out for the garage. I don't know how close you can be from the seepage bed. I'm guessing that's probably 10 feet. Might be too close, so this whole thing might have to get shifted. Or like I said, if we can shift it that way, that gives us more space too, because the seepage bed kind of runs off to the left here, to the south. So yeah, if we could get a meter ped in here, that way if it's standing close to the building, maybe you could tie it into the building, but in the meantime we could take the service out of there and then run it over to that corner of the house. They would probably set a transformer, I'm assuming, somewhere over there by the woods, and then run the single phase primary down, and then do a, you know, single phase riser pole or whatever. The cost for the electrical, I'm gonna guesstimate it, but the actual service wire is going to be minimal. I mean, you probably got, I don't know, I'd say 50 feet if you're coming from the transformer to that meter pad, and then from the transformer out to the pole, I'm going to say about 400 feet. So I don't know what they charge out there, but I'm going to guess it's going to be around 10,000 for electric. You know, hopefully it's not too much more, maybe 13. I mean, it shouldn't be 20,000. I mean, that would be way high for what you're getting. I mean, it's a pretty simple run. They don't have to do any boring or anything like that. It could either be, you know, dug in or trenched in. Nothing, no special equipment or anything like that. So that would be my assumption. But yeah, that's going to be my plan, is get a pedestal probably set, and we'll go that way. I was hoping I could somehow figure out how to get a well put in, but I don't know like the placement or how that would work if you don't have a structure up yet, just to try to get some of the costs spread out, because everything is just going to be just really expensive otherwise. So, and like I said, I'll bring up the drawing of the cabin here, and maybe I'll just do some talking over top. I'll show you like the outside of it, floor plans, that type of thing, and then I can go through some of the specs of what the pricing came out to be. All right, so here's the front of the house. This would be facing towards the road or the east. So that's a rendition of what the porch is going to look like. So it's going to be 6 feet off the front of the house. The windows are not the correct size. The windows should come down to the bottom or the top of the railing. So these windows are actually a little bit larger. And then the lights they have are not correct either. They would be recessed. And the color scheme is just something they picked out. That's nowhere near the correct color scheme that we're looking for. There definitely would be no white. So here's looking, would be towards the north and the east. So again, windows may be changed, but there's going to be 2 windows. That brick chase for the chimney, or rock, I guess, in this case. So that's going to be for the wood-burning fireplace. And again, they got the white fascia there. I'm not sure why their program picks white if you're going with tan and brown. Not sure exactly what the reason for that is. Would be looking at the back of the house, so the north and then the west side. So the back door, again, that's going to be a half glass door, and then there's going to be a concrete like step to come out, and again another large window. So the 4 large windows, they're all going to be in the living room slash kitchen dining area. And then the smaller window there, that would be above the sink in the kitchen. All right, so now we're looking east and south. So on the south end of the house, we do have a egress window figured in the basement. So you could put a bedroom downstairs, and then the long skinny window would actually be in the hallway, and the hallway is between the bathroom, laundry, and then the only bedroom, which is on the first floor, which faces out that larger window on the porch side. All right, so this is looking west and then south. So to the south of the door, to the right of the walk-in door in the basement there, that's the mechanical room. That's where they have, I believe, the furnace, the gas, water, septic, electric, everything comes in that area, and then frees up the rest of the basement so that you could have a bedroom, a bathroom, and then a larger area or storage area downstairs. All right, so this is looking in the building from the top down. So if you come in the front door, just to the left of the front door, there's a small closet. And then next to that is going to be the steps that go down to the basement. The large area is going to be the living room. You got the fireplace. The area to the upper right corner is going to be the dining room. You got the kitchen. The kitchen, there's some adjustments. We may extend that peninsula countertop out a little bit. Then next to the kitchen, you have a laundry room. The laundry room currently has a pocket door. We found out that that's going to be $1,200 to put that in, so we're just going to get rid of that and just leave it open. I was kind of on the fence about whether or not we should even put a door in there. My decision is we'll just get rid of that completely and leave it open. Then you got the bedroom there, which does have a closet, and the hallway with that narrow window, and then bathroom, walk-in shower, and then toilet, sink, and they have cabinets in here. Not sure if we're going to keep those in there. They also have the faucet and spout on the wrong side. It would actually be on the other side of the wall, on the interior wall instead of the exterior. A few things. If you look on the drawing here, there is only 3 interior doors. So you got the closet, the bedroom, the bathroom, and then the pocket door, which we're getting rid of. So three doors that would have been hollow core, but we upgraded them to a pine door because we were going with pine trim. For that upgrade for just the doors, we're looking at $4,000, and I can't quite understand why that is so expensive. Cabinets, standard is golden oak. We wanted a hickory cabinet for a kitchen. That upgrade, also $4,000 to change for cabinets. I'm not sure exactly where they come up with that, because there isn't that many cabinets in this kitchen. It's a pretty small kitchen, and I can't imagine that a species from oak to hickory is going to change $4,000. So just some really weird stuff. The 2 exterior doors, they were going to be just a steel door. We wanted the half glass. To add that was $2,600. I'm not sure again where that price comes in. It's not a leaded or stained glass. It's just a clear panel of glass on the upper portion of the door. So there'll be more to come on this, I'm sure. I'm going to give them a call and talk through on this, but right now we're just a little at the point where we're kind of sticker shocked just at what they're charging for stuff. So other than that, that'll be it for now.